Hey everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Imagination Megapark. Now here is a quick overview of the park and what I've built so far. I've gotten a few questions from people what I'm going to do with these outer areas. They will be filled in later episodes. So the plan is to eventually fill the entire map. But right now what I want to do first is basically create a little bit of all these areas. And then finally, I will just go around one more. And we will just go around several times in the hopes of filling up every area that way. At least that's the plan for now. I'm known to change plans quite often. Anyway, for today I want to focus on this area over here, the icy area, which we really started on in the last episode. And today I want to build something in this area that I kept open here in the middle. And what I want to build here today is a big bobsleigh coaster. Because of course, when you think snow and ice, you think bobsleigh coaster. Now, previously I've spiced up quite a few bobsleigh coasters by adding a loop. That trick you've all seen by now. So in this episode, I want to, for this bobsleigh coaster, I want to spice it up a little bit differently. And I want to give this bobsleigh coaster a launch. Now, if you try to put a launch on a normal bobsleigh coaster. So let's start a station here. If we build it like this, well, booster pieces are not available for the bobsleigh coaster. But if we temporarily change it to a different track, like the twister roller coaster, we can build booster pieces. Let's speed them up a little bit. Booster pieces like this. And if we then change it back into a bobsleigh coaster, well, the booster pieces become invisible, but they are still there. The issue with this is that, while the booster pieces are there, they don't actually work. Because, I've started the coaster now. As you can see, it will just carry on at its normal speed. So, to actually make the launch work, I'm going to do what some people might consider a pro gamer move. And I will actually use a different ride type for the station. So here I'll use a twister roller coaster. So let's start over here. And I will just make a straight track piece here, and then I will build a bobsleigh coaster track, and I will merge it like this. So now just gotta make sure that the trains go to the correct track type. So the twister roller coaster track and bobsleigh coaster track are here, and move the bobsleigh coaster track to the bottom position. And here I will now build some booster pieces. So let's build a few. Put the speed at 64 kilometers per hour. And now I will change it back to the bobsleigh coaster track. Let's carry on like this. And if we now test this track, let me change the train type. Alright, and if we now test this train type, then you can see once it reaches these boosters here, it will actually speed up like this. So that's how we can make a launched bobsleigh coaster. Anyway, I will start with a normal chain lift and some track over here. Then later on I will add a launch, and that'll be the second part of the track. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get building this coaster. Alright, here you can now see the finished bobsleigh coaster track. The station, as I mentioned, is actually a hyper twister coaster now. And I also actually gave the bobsleigh coaster a big first drop using this hyper twister coaster track. It does look a little bit silly, but I think it does the trick. Just use your imagination a bit. But yeah, the bobsleigh coasters in this game don't have large curved drops yet, unlike RT3 for example. So this is just the way I'm going to do this. I think this coaster definitely works well with a large first drop like this. Now, the track may look a little bit like a clusterfuck of track right now, lots of helixes. But in the next step, I'm going to give it some nice landscaping under it with several tunnels. And yeah, I'm going to make it look like it sits on a mountain. And I think that will really finish the coaster, make it look beautiful. But yeah, well, of course also the ride still needs a station. But yeah, that's what I'm going to work on next. Alright, the landscaping under this new bobsleigh coaster is now mostly complete, but something which I did notice is that the stats are kind of bad. And that's actually because this ride is actually a hyper twister coaster, and it probably doesn't meet one of the minimum stat requirements for this ride. So, probably the airtime, not really sure. But yeah, to fix this I'm going to do another pro gamer move. Here we have the ride vehicle editor, and I'm just going to look for the ride Blizzard, and here we now have a button edit ride, and here we can set the stats for the ride. So first I'm going to freeze the rating calculation, and then I can just change the stats, and you can see them change here. So what would be a good intensity? Well, I'm not going to make it too high. Let's see, around 3 point something. That would probably work. A little bit more excitement. A bit of nausea, why not? Alright, didn't increase them too much, but I think these are better stats. Normally as a bobsleigh coaster, as a pure bobsleigh coaster, it would have higher stats anyway. So I don't think this is really cheating. It probably is. Anyway, yeah, still need to make a nice station for this coaster. And when that's done, I can probably also work a little bit on the border between this land and this land, which will be made here in the future. So yeah, I think it's time for another little time lapse. Alright, I've now fully decorated this ride. As you can see, it has gotten a station over here. I named the ride Blizzard. Now I also gave it an extra train and made the waiting time a little bit shorter, as the queue time for the guests was getting a bit long. It's still quite long, 14 minutes. But yeah, I just put some queue line TVs here at the end to hypnotize the guests into thinking they have not been queuing very long. So yeah, maybe that will help. Now, something which I also did is I added another bridge over here, and this will lead to the next area, and that's probably what I will work on in the next episode. So I'm going to keep it a little bit of a surprise, but maybe this will give you an idea of what it's going to be. Right on top of the mountain, I put a little shed here with a flag on top, and this is the home to another entertainer. And this entertainer I will, of course, name after one of my patrons. So here I go, Candy89. So thanks a lot, McAndy, for the support on Patreon. I really appreciate it. And if anybody who's watching now also wants to become a patron, you can find a link to my Patreon in the video description. But yeah, I want to thank all of the patrons for their support. It's really appreciated. And I hope McAndy89 enjoys his spot in the park. Alright, well, that's going to be all the building I'm going to be doing for this episode. If you enjoyed watching me build, please give the video a like. It takes only 2 seconds and it really helps out my channel. I think it will be fun to end this video with a ride on this new bobsled coaster. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.